I'm a little bit of, if you can't tell, I'm a little bit eccentric myself. You know, as far as, you know, I just want it to be. I love good craftsmanship, no matter what it is. You know, it's. I like interesting things.
Yeah,
I like
and
things that make me think.
one of the trendy things we both got into around the same time maybe was the high end bourbons and whiskeys that they started
Absolutely,
doing around
yes.
town. And shout out to the Longhorn and the Gulf Coast Spirit
Spirit
Society,
Society.
because they came up with the reviews and the tastings and the flights and some really cool venues that they were doing.
Evan, Paul,
Hmm.
you know, Salvador over at
Yeah.
Longhorn. By the way, another unsolicited plug.
Hmm.
If you want to know somebody who, besides Mike,
Right.
you know, and I can't leave out Jude at Debs because
Hmm.
Jude was really helped me a lot on learning stuff. But
Yeah.
Salvador's my man. He knows his stuff.
Me and Salvador have been talking, and he's going to come on the show. We'll do a little
Hey,
tasting on.
I just
on
want to come stand in the room when you and Salvador talk.
Oh, it's going to
he
be
is
great.
Awesome.
Yeah. He's been a fan of the show since the beginning, so I always love to have the fans on anytime I can. And but what I like about the classy whiskey and bourbon is it's a lot of you know flavor finding, and it's more than just going out and having beers and getting drunk with your friends. It's real intellectual
Yes,
about how they're going about the tastings and the history behind where it came from, especially with the Buffalo Trace Distillery. It seems like they're making all the cool stuff.
Absolutely. You know, the BTAC stuff that they're putting out, what is it, Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, I believe.
Yeah.
And yeah, and they're doing some amazing stuff. And, you know, on my side of it, I love the bourbons, but I'm a Scotch guy.
Hmm.
And you know, that's.
And that's usually like an older gentleman thing.
You see, and that's.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I was going to say this. I noticed on your Jody Nolan on podcast, you were like, when I meet those older gentlemen at the gym, I was like, wait, does that
Yeah.
make me an older gentleman? And you know, I wore my shirt for you today. I
Oh
don't know
yeah,
if
let's
you
check
see
it out.
But
So the goal is to die young, as late as possible.
so, and that's my, you know, that's kind of my theory in life is that right now I'm 48. I'll be 49 in December, and I'm in better shape now. I feel younger. It's to me, it's just a mental attitude, and that's the way you've got to approach it. Is that, you know,
Yeah, just the other day I was at a restaurant here in town, and there was a man and a woman, a couple that was probably 70-ish,
Yeah.
in their 70s. And I'm talking about to get from their table to the car, like completely stove up, like walkers, not because they're injured, but it looked like they were just,
because they
just
stopped
not-
moving
And I had to think, like, Chuck Norris is turning 80.
and just got his BJJ.
Yeah,
a
he just
black
got a
belt,
black belt, and he's about to turn 80. And I think if you look at what he did, he stayed active, he did martial arts, he stretched. Maybe if I just never quit, I can end up with that same, range of mobility when I'm almost 80.